Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in the state of hockey. This kind of seems familiar, doesn't it? Last time I had one of these kind of weird intros, we were talking about getting reverse swept. Well, my English is terrible today. I'm not even going to restart this. It's all natural today. Last time I did one of these nonchalant kind of intros was when we got reverse swept against the Boston Bruins in the Stanley Cup Finals. We go out and win 60-plus games again in the regular season. We are the best team in the world. And then we face St. Louis. We go up 3-1 in the series. Everything's looking pretty good. Everybody seems to be playing pretty solid hockey, and then everybody drops the ball. Everybody drops the ball. Nobody showed up. Goaltending is a thing that will be talked about repeatedly in this franchise mode. When you look at the end of it, we haven't had that star goaltender this entire time. Christian Pettersson has had his moments. Every goaltender in this series has had their moments. I mean, in Columbus, we had Vyacheslav Kavanov. He was our goaltender for basically the entire franchise mode. And now we're here, where we talked in the simulation about a year ago about re-signing players this year, and it is going to be very complicated. My thought process is this. What the hell, what do we do? I've had a few days to comprehend what had happened against St. Louis. But let's go ahead. I really don't want to check out the stats, but we have to, because I want to know and see what happened. I really haven't seen it. I know there are a few players that did really well. Connor McDavid and Newman. They stepped the hell up. Connor McDavid, we got him for that exact reason. He's probably going to retire. That's why we signed him to a one-year deal. That's the exact reason. He came and he performed. Pietrangelo, he performed. 15 penalty minutes. That's a lot, by the way. Anthony Francis, 8 points. Our top guys performed. But when it came to the end of the day, nobody was clutch. Nobody. The last 4 games of the series, I guess three games of the series, nobody performed. Not one guy really stood up and took it for us. 1 game away. And I don't want that to be this team's legacy. I know we've won 7 Stanley Cups, 6 Stanley Cups. I believe it's 7. It might be 6. I can't really recall because I'm out of the loop. Because when you look down here, Haydar, he played really well. A guy we got at the trade deadline that helped us out defensively kind of crapped the bed. Hudobin, again, a terrible playoff run for him. I don't know where to begin with him, and he's asking for a boatload of money. He's not worth that kind of money yet. I know. I signed Francis and Pietrangelo and all those big guys to big contracts when they were very young, but they performed right out of the entry-level draft. Hudobin, I really like him. I love his player type. I love his attributes. He should be a goal scorer, and he's not done anything in his career so far. He's had 2 really awesome regular seasons in a row, but his postseason is where he dies. Last year, 17 points in 25 games. Great. Where did we win a Stanley Cup? No. My point exactly. Right? I like him. I don't want to trade him away. I don't want to lose him. Exactly. Don Kreider, and he's in a weird situation. He has 2 more years left on his entry-level deal, which is a big thing. He would probably be a person cut this year if he had 1 year left on it. But I don't like how he's played throughout his career. He's 22. It says he's a sniper. He's got the stats for it. He's really good defensively, though. And I think going into this next season, I'm going to transition him into a two-way forward because I think that would fit his attributes overall better. I think that's what I'm going to try. He could be a great third line, second liner for us. He could be Louis Langweeder. He just hasn't found that goal scoring touch. Lawrence Skuin. They both came in at the same time. Skuin has kind of performed better. He's performed better. That's just a factoid. They both didn't perform, though, right? Gogolev didn't perform. Bobbylev was awful. McKinnon, awful. It's just one of those series, and I know we'd be looking at that round a lot different if we had just won. Defensively, Bissonnette was great. He's really been a playoff asset for us. There's two different kind of players. You can go out and have a great regular season, and then you can be a playoff bust. You can be a mixture and be great in the regular season and great in the postseason. You can outshine your regular season, right? And he does that each and every single year. Quinn Hughes, man, this could be it. You know, Kaprizov retired very young, 36. Quinn Hughes is going to be 36 very soon. I'm not sure if this is it for him. He might retire right now, which, to be straight, would save us a lot of trouble in re-signing players. I'm not debating trading him away. That is not on the table. I know if I was doing an offline franchise mode, he'd probably be on his way out just so I could save a lot of players on this team. He's the captain. He's been arguably our best player this entire franchise mode. Brandt Clark, not a lot of points, a lot of penalty minutes, so two guys I've seen a lot of penalty minutes from, but they're great players, and I know they are. Enlund, 2 goals, shooting at 50%, he was great. Grossman needs a contract. We're going to give it to him, obviously. I really like him, former second overall pick. He's going to be good. Harry Parrish wasn't the best, but he's going to be Quinn Hughes' replacement very soon. Goaltending, and again, every time we lose in the playoffs terribly, we talk about goaltending, because that's always usually our downfall. It can be our greatest strength or our biggest weakness. Christian Pettersson. And the way the money's working, we're losing a lot of assets this year. Good news is we have a lot of RFAs that we can deal with. But before we simulate any longer, there are 2 contracts that I want to throw out there right now, because I believe there's 2 players that are going to ask for way more money when it comes to the re-sign phase, because they're like, oh wait, we're great players, we know that. 2 players I want to capitalize on right now. Newman we can get to, potentially. That's something to talk about. You know how I said in the last few episodes, oh, maybe I'll start going year by year. Regular season, maybe. Off season, this off season is just like when you eat at Taco Bell and you go home and you have explosive diarrhea. This is what this off season is going to be like. I have a roster sheet down. I have like 5 people penned in. 2 players I'm going to extend a contract to right now. Harrison Hadar. I adore Harrison Hadar. I love what he brings to the table. I adore his play. He is a phenomenal player. Going forward, he's probably going to be our first line center after Francis takes a dip, whenever that is. But Harrison Hadar, I want to extend an 8-year deal to. 10.450 times 0.85, that can bring him down to 8. We'll have to go up a bit, but he is 100% worth that contract right now. 8.9, he's worth it, 100%. We have Grossman at 7.6 as well for 3 years. How much for 8 years? 12 mil. So 3 years, he's still an RFA. I'm okay with that 7.6 times 0.85. The real kicker here is, I really hope they sign these contracts or it screws up a lot of plans. I'll go 6.6 for 3 years. He'll be worth it. And then we still have a lot of negotiating rights with him when it comes to that point in time. Okay, but for right now, that's the only contracts I can really offer at this point. So let's go ahead and sim towards the draft. We have 2 first-round draft picks, Detroit and our own. Harrison Hadar signs that contract. That's a big contract off the table. Grossman signs the contract as well. Huge, huge, huge for us. Big contracts off the table, but we have a lot more to discuss. We're losing a lot of assets. Connor McDavid is gone, for sure. I'm not sure about retirees. If Quinn Hughes leaves, that changes a lot, but for right now, we have to go on the basis that he is going to stick around for at least 1 more year. Dan Reed looks to be the first overall pick. We don't really plan on moving up. We'll just stick with whatever we have or trade our assets. We have to be very smart here. AHL, keep it going, Iowa. We're not even going to check out Iowa. Hopefully they can three-peat as champions. Hopefully. We'll see. But there's a lot to discuss. You know, Los Angeles Kings win the Stanley Cup. So we don't get to play Von Sieg in the Stanley Cup playoffs, but they win the Stanley Cup. Congratulations, Los Angeles. The Stockton Heat win the Calder Cup, breaking Iowa's streak there. So almost time for the off season. Let's check out the awards. We've lost out on a lot of awards this year. Before we get to the awards, we have to check out the playoff tree. Okay, Los Angeles, they beat Calgary in 7, go on to beat Nashville in 5. They beat the Avalanche in 7. So St. Louis lost in the second round. Another matchup against the Avalanche would have been sick. In the East, you have the Florida Panthers beating Detroit in 6, Toronto in 7, and then Columbus in 5, getting swept to the LA Kings in the Stanley Cup Finals. So congrats to the LA Kings on their franchise's 3rd Stanley Cup, if they haven't won in this franchise mode already. So I haven't checked out how many President's Trophies we've actually won in a row, but it's a personal record for myself. I know that for sure. If anybody wants to go back and check, go right ahead. Let's check out the individual awards. Vadim Slychuk wins the Art Ross, breaking Francis's 3-year streak. Anthony Francis does, in fact, win the Hart Memorial, so good for him, 4 years straight. James Norris goes to Cale Makar, 2 years running. Phenomenal season for himself. Lady Bing goes to Shane Wright. Calder Memorial goes to Lindsay. Conn Smythe goes to Breland from LA. Vezina goes to Simic, and he also wins the William M. Jennings. Bill Masterton goes to Worrell. Jack Adams goes to Tubert. Frank J. Selke goes to Zegras. Francis wins the Ted Williams. And Zinnik Corvo wins the Maurice Richard Trophy. So Anthony Francis picked up a lot this year, but obviously we wanted the Stanley Cup, right? We got a lot of stuff to do this offseason. There's a lot of changes. Edmonton moves up from 4th to 1st. Philadelphia moves up from 7th to 2nd. And Edmonton has 2 top 3 picks. So they lose Connor McDavid, but they're getting 2 phenomenal players. Holy hell. Congratulations, Edmonton. You lucked the hell out. So who the hell could they be getting? So 1st and 3rd, Dan Reed and 2 right wingers. They might go after a defenseman, but they have a lot to choose from here in the top 5. View retired players. Is Connor McDavid calling it a career? He is not. We won't have the money to re-sign him, but I hope he goes back to Edmonton, because why the hell not? Alexander Barkov, or Sasha Barkov, wins the most points into retirement. 1,700 points, 644 goals, over 1,000 assists. Hall of Famer. All these top guys, Hall of Famers. Leon Draisaitl, Hall of Famer. William Nylander, Hall of Famer. Sean Monahan, maybe. Dylan Strome actually had a really good career. Braden Point, Clayton Keller, Ekblad, Kachuk, Steele, Olofsson, Nolan Patrick. Wow. So the league is looking really, really weird right now, guys. Really weird. Luke Kunin calls it quits. 628 career points. He was so sick in Minnesota, and then we just had to lose him because of how many great players we had. Was in Calgary, Columbus there for a little bit. Because didn't we trade for Zach Rowinski not too long ago? Or long ago, but you know what I mean. Just the league is looking a lot emptier right now. It's really weird. We did the same thing with Columbus, but it's really freaky to see. Did we happen to lose anybody? Did we? So Quinn Hughes is still on the books. Fun times. I love him. I'm not complaining that we still have Quinn Hughes, but the draft is upon us. Things are changing. Barkov is now a coach. That's pretty cool. A sign scout, I'm not really worried about that. We can deal with that in the offseason. Doesn't look like we lost anything important. That's good. Don't need to worry about the draft interview screen because it never works. Let's head into the draft. What am I looking for? A prospect. I'm not really set on any prospect here or there. We have pick number 22, and we also have pick number 27. So let's look at the draft board and see what the heck is out there. So 22, 27, 22, 22, 22, 22. We got this Amante. We have this potential low elite. Maybe I'm going to pin him just in case. 27. Oh, then we got a Woodworth. Brandon Woodworth. What a beauty. And then we got... There's not a lot of options. Our scouts are terrible. But it happens. Any goaltenders going high this year? We got a lot of goalies. In our system. But it's always good to pick a goalie because why the hell not? But before we make our picks, we have to talk a little bit more. So, we got those 2 big contracts underway. That doesn't leave a whole lot of money. So let's go to all salary. Can we potentially trade away one of these guys? Newman have to come. Oh my god, this is going to be so rough. Oh, this is going to suck. We're going to lose somebody. We are going to lose somebody. All these people taking team-friendly contracts. Trust me, I appreciate the team-friendly contracts. But it doesn't make it less hurtful. But there's one guy in mind that I don't think we're going to be able to afford to bring back. And his name is Christian Pettersson. And you're saying, but you said not too long ago, he's your goalie. Yeah, now he wants like $10+ million, $7 million. We can't afford that if we want to bring back Newman plus. The good news is, Moore looks to be a great goalie. He's 21, 3 years younger than the 2 guys behind him. And there's a potential we go out in free agency and find a great goalie worth $2 million. And we can run a tandem. Because you know in this game, it's a legitimate it's not a factor. Goaltenders are not a factor in this game. Anything below an 80, maybe. But when you look at the difference between 85 overall and 99, there's not a whole lot of difference of play. So DeAndre Moore looks to be our guy going forward, right? If we want to make the cap work, he's got to be that guy. It's just the way it is, man. It do be like that. But Pettersson is probably not coming back. He's not coming back. I've kind of made up my mind. I know a lot of you guys must be like, damn, really, Owen? I didn't expect that. And, well, maybe coaching changes, a whole lot of stuff. Reed goes first overall to the Edmonton Oilers. They are very happy, especially after losing Leon Draisaitl. So the 16th overall pick is up on... Nope, that's not the word I was trying to look for. Is on the trading block. So 16. Anything decent around 16. Might as well just stick with our pick here. Israel. Israel? Is that a first name? Wow. That's pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie. Huh. So we got a defenseman all the way down there. Just gotta make our picks, I guess. Not a whole lot we can do. We're just gonna sim up to our pick and just do whatever we need to do. What have we missed so far? First overall pick, Reed. Rubishaw to Philadelphia. They got Edmonton goes for the right winger, so they get 2 bona fide stars. Too bad they didn't go for Knuble to the Washington Capitals. O'Neill. Oh, jeez. Montreal with a bad pick right there where they could have gotten Steen. They got Booze, Harold. There's a lot of great picks here. Oh, iffy pick and Ma. A few weird picks here and there, but hopefully we can get something decent at this pick. We know. Oh, Breen's still on the board. Huh. Surprised they gave up on him. Matt, I'm kind of leaning towards the centerman. We have a plethora of wingers, and we can always transition this guy to a winger if need be. He's a righty, which is huge. I do like this Stanton dude, though. Hello? It says he's NHL ready. Oh, what? Do we take a risk with this pick? Is there a pick anywhere near us? No. 27 is our next pick. Nobody in between wants to trade. So I'm going to call a timeout just for a hot second. And we're going to go to just the trade block and see what's out there. We usually do it every once in a while just to see what's out on the market in the NHL. Okay, Anaheim never has anything on the block. Cole Sillinger. Cole Sillinger? Cody. It's Cody Sillinger, right? Okay. Cool. I thought it was... Wow. I was right the first time, and then I second guessed my... Whatever. You should be used to it, right? Broberg. Okay. Anything out here? Anything? No. Peskinen. Nope. Anything interesting? Just cheap 99 overall would be great. Anything? Maybe we look for... No need to look. We can always wait till free agency, right? That's kind of where this whole thing is revolving around. We've won our Stanley Cup. Oh, whoa! Toby Kahn is on the block. 2 years at $10 million. Franchise player. Oh, wow. He was the last franchise player I can recall being drafted. He had a great season 2 years ago. He's been a pretty solid NHL guy. I'll keep him in mind, but we don't have the money to go after him. Well, no, we'll wait. We'll wait, see if that's out there in free agency or trade block during the free agency period. Then we make a deal. But for right now, we have to wait. Nothing's worth it at this point. We don't know the money. We don't know very much. We're kind of in a difficult situation. And if I haven't said that enough, we're in a difficult situation and everything is sad. We've won our Stanley Cups. I don't know if it's time to retool this team because we're still in compete mode for Stanley Cups. I'm just waiting for a regular season to take a dip off, but right now, I guess we just have to wait. So, I'm kind of leaning towards this NHL ready guy. I just have a weird feeling. Trenton Stanton. What a first name. I'm feeling it. If it says he's NHL ready, I'm willing to take a risk. We have so many top 6 players in our prospect pool, and rarely any of them ever make it. Trenton Stanton, welcome to the club. Let's see if you're any good. Holy hell. 76 overall, low elite. You know, It would have been different if he was a top 6. But low elite, you never really know. Low elite can mean really damn good, or hey, he can be a middling NHL guy, still a great pick either way. But I'm happy with that pick. Very happy. So 27th overall pick is our next selection. Breen and Monte were what I expected them to be, but I think we took a risk and it worked out. Joseph was a low elite, and Lefebvre was a pick. So with our next one, what are we looking for? Do we go after a defenseman like Zykov? Is there any NHL ready guys here? Whoa! Landon Kavagnong. Similar to Teemu Solani. You don't just throw that comparison around and be like, well. Ooh, Jakub Voracek. I'm feeling those guys are very similar. 2 lefties, both 18, both playing in Europe. Okay. So what are all our selections this draft? Let me just check. Let me check. We'd be drafting out of the way, but we just got to take risks. So we got a second at 58, 89, 120, 151. We got a lot of picks this year. A lot of late picks. So we can just, might as well. Doesn't hurt my feelings to do this. Zykov. We could play it cool, but I don't really like him very much. You know what? Let's screw it. Let's pick Kavang. I had a feeling, and I was right. I'm always right, except when I'm not. Whoa! I'm so good at this. Okay, so our next pick is at 58. See, I'm really feeling the other guy though. The 1-year ETA. Do we cheat the system? Okay, so where was that guy supposed to go? We can just use a bunch of our later picks to do that. So 30, Tikhonov. Was it Tikhonov? It was. So 36, 38 range. I'll move out of the first round. We can go with the 4th overall pick in the next round? Is that 35? Yeah, we can move up a little bit. That works for me as long as we get him. So 2nd, you want a 7th, and then you want a 6th. Would you do that, Edmonton? Trade rejected. Okay, you can take those picks because I really don't want to make them. But you want any prospects? I got a bunch. Where? It's like a kid in a candy store. Edmonton, what the hell you want? You want this low top 6 guy? Trade accepted. Edmonton, congratulations. You made a fatal mistake. 35th overall pick is our next selection. Let's see what we missed in the first round. See, nothing. See, we made the right decision. Woodworth, too bad he wasn't good. See, Zykov, I absolutely knew he wasn't going to be good. So, gut instinct told me I was right. Let's hope it strikes. Whoa. Who's this guy? Ville Kultanen. Okay, Tikhonov. Let's see if my gut's right twice. It was. That's a great pick. 71 overall at 18. Probably an NHL player one day. But now I'm feeling this other guy. So wait, when was this other guy supposed to go? Let me check. Hold on. Let me figure this out. So he's supposed to go at 41. And I'm something's telling me to go after this kid. Cause I don't know if it's the name. 41. I like him. You know what? Nah. I'm not feeling it anymore. Let's just keep going. If I mess up, I mess up. It do be like that sometimes. So let's go to pick 89. In the third round of, I almost said the Stanley Cup playoffs. No, we're not in them anymore. Okay. Oh, Kultinen was a good pick, but it was nothing we really needed to move up for. DeNicola, so a lot of low elites this draft. Some really awesome picks. Stromberg, yeah, I was going to go after him, so I'm glad my gut told me not to. Rich Keefe was pretty good. A few really awesome picks here and there. A lot of top nines. It's kind of evened itself out. Weeman, you know what? Not saying I miss Weeman. I'm just saying how good of a goaltender he was in the regular season, but Godfrey was a good goaltender. Do we just shoot at some goaltenders right now since our scouts really don't know what they're doing? Lampman. What a good pick there by Detroit. You dumpster fire. Okay, so, do we go after goalie? I think that's what I just said I'd do. And the goalies are looking pretty solid right now. Hold on, I want to check just to see if we still have anything pinned. So we have Jack Long, Sad, the goaltender, and then everybody else is just kind of free game. So you know what? I'm going to go with the goalie. Wherever he is. I'm pretty sure it's Cleany. Welcome to the squad. Let's see if you're any good. Fringe starter. I had a weird feeling he wasn't going to be great. So 120 is our next pick. If I made a fatal decision, that means I die, right? Fatal decision means something dies, because fatal means bleh. Is it going to kill me? I don't know, but Strombolombolus, what a name. Okay, next pick. Did I make a terrible mistake? Peacock, was that? No, that wasn't the guy I was looking at. Neuendijk? Oh, Long was the guy I was looking at. We didn't really miss out on much. I'm okay with that. Too bad, so sad. I had a feeling I made a mistake there. Ugh, too bad, so sad. So, do we just go with another goaltender? Should we? Hugo Rumier. 5-year ETA, not loving it. Let's just go with Philippe Stade. Fringe starter. Wow! Ugh, after a few really good rounds, we've kind of hit and miss. Jeez Louise. Okay, you know what? We have so many goaltenders, it doesn't even matter. We can pick a bad goaltender for the next 5 years, and it does not matter. We're so good at picking goaltenders. It doesn't matter. Okay. Missed anything interesting so far? So the goaltenders have not been the best so far. Lindgren wasn't bad. High fringe starter, you never know about that sort of goaltender, right? You never know. Minnesota. You know what? I'm just whatever. Let's try it. God, wow, this draft's not been great so far. I think I've just been like, let's do it. Anarchy. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. The universe is fake. We're living in the Matrix. I don't know. We lost to St. Louis in the first round. I know we're trying to have a great offseason, but we have so many great draft picks in the last 10 years of this simulation. We're set. Valerie? No. 5-year ETA rarely ever works out, right? So, how about a goaltender? Derek Ortiz. Oh, Ortiz, he's a beauty. I can already tell. 71 overall as a backup goaltender is actually really good. I know they never turn out to be anything solid, but that's still a solid. That's a pretty good pick. Probably won't turn into anything special, but 71 overall in this round is really freaking good. So I know we haven't done a whole lot at the draft. It's kind of just discussing what we're about to do, and it just makes sense that we're splitting up the two videos, right? I'm not even sure what I'm going to do. I just know there's a lot to be done. So, AA Ron Card, welcome to the squad. backup goaltender. You know what? With their last pick of the draft, it doesn't even matter. You know what? It do be like that sometimes. But, you know, with the first few picks of the draft we made, I think it makes up for the rest. You know, it was kind of... We made 3 really awesome picks, and the next ones were, but so what? So what? It doesn't even matter. Okay? The only thing that matters is the re-sign phase, where everything is going to change for the Minnesota Wild. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.